Oh, Voli said, "Yo, bro, I don't need no bus, bro. I'm perfect. Running the Syndra units doesn't do anything for me." Okay, Voli, relax. Okay, it was just a suggestion, my guy. You need to calm down. All right, don't be irrational here. Yeah. Galio levels now.
Magic goes in, might comes out.
And we open attack 100% here. What's going on, guys? Sorry about the days off. I was working a lot of extra hours and I am exhausted. And then when I came home and I just kept losing to this deck, okay? People constantly playing this deck and it has been pissing me off. So like in normal fashion, I made my own version of it. Not only did I do that, as you can see the last couple videos, I was in gold. Now I am not. This deck got me over. Well, this deck and my predict draw deck are phenomenal, but my predict draw deck loses to this deck because of the fact that it's all freaking formidables. Formid me, daddy. And they just usually, if you can get a decent curve, it's really hard to stop it. You don't want to run too much of Volibear's package. Actually, I think Volibear does not much of anything in this deck. I feel like I heard Volibear in Path of Champions is pretty sweet, but I think him as a regular card, unless you get the God Curve, I just think that he just doesn't do much. He seems very underwhelming so far as a like a champion, right? Like I don't know. Unless, like I said, he's meant to be played early. He's not meant to sit there and actually play on 9. This card though, another reason why it destroys my deck, any Janna deck that's out there. He must have came in advance. He said, yo, I noticed Demacia had a mage problem, but I know the rest of these people got a mage problem. It doesn't matter how much you reduce your cards. Even if when I play Echo, attack with him level 2, that time trick is 3 costs now. It's insane how this guy counters so much of the meta. And if you can get him out there and you have all this protection spell, can you go away? Thank you. All the protection spells that you want, yeah, it's kind of hard to sometimes kill him. And most of our stuff, we have a couple stuff that cost 2, but everything else costs 3 as far as spells. But we don't really have that many spells. We're a more unit-focused deck, so it's just too good. It's like a very consistent deck with a very low entry of thought process outside of like I have this guy attack. Everyone gets +1. Galio levels really consistently. He's actually the Titan that you really want to actually play. So I don't know. I feel like Volibear is cool and all, but sometimes he just kind of sits in my hand, and I could relatively say maybe there's a better card like Udyr or something like that, and Udyr would be good because then you could actually have a possibility of getting like giving them stances, giving them regen so they can attack one turn and then gain all their health back. I feel like that might be more impactful but I think right now people are just like Volibear, baby, and then you can run this card and then potentially play Galio on 6. I would even take out more of Volibear and then have more of these and then maybe one Udyr or something like that, like just for the stance abuse. But yeah, that's it. There are one card that gives you formidable, that turns something into formidable. I think it's a 3 cost, this guy, and then you could maybe do that, but that's just too much work. We're going straight for the juggler, and trust me, it works like a charm. Let me show you. Little Nas Vex is actually kind of funny. So like, yeah, look at that, the God Curve. So we got Targon, Piltover, Zaun. They're probably hoping to play some stuff at discount, and well, if I drew the junior, I'm not gonna what is it, mulligan for him. I think that's a little silly, but we will go this into this. This card's a pain in most people's ass right now. Oh, he came out anyway, plus he came out statted, which is nuts.
I answer. I sculpt what others only dream of.
And he only has Janna in the deck too, which is a little weird to me. Do I want to disrupt his plays just yet? Not really.
Every work demands a piece of ourselves.
This is very strong. We're fine. So it's to play this, it's like you're gonna try to play big spells. So the junior might not mean anything actually in this deck. When you see the Forge of Tomorrow.
May your blessings upon me ease the pain of others.
This is a clear indication to use this.
Know you have my favor.
Just because he's gonna reduce stuff, but maybe he has big spells like 7 or something like that, and he's.
Storm unrelenting.
can play this now.
A little reinforcement at the scene.
Start going crazy with this card. We have protection for it as well.
Very kind of you to grace us with your
Now, if it's a unit
Axel?
discounted deck,
Shut up.
oh, that's crazy.
Where's my hammer?
Depending on how he blocks with this,
Your wickedness shall not
alright, he lets me
prosper.
take the whole thing. I could actually play this, and then we go into turn 6. Like, he could have a spell to take out one of these or something like that, but we do have protection. If I don't get the God Curve, I don't get the God Curve. See, that costs 2. Does he have another one would be the question. Still 3 mana to play anything. I'm actually going to just go with the big curve because the amount of, the more units I have on the field, I can protect one, obviously, right? And this is a one-off in my deck. This is the most opportune time to play it. So I'm going to use that. He wasn't able to probably play a bunch of his cheap stuff, so all those reductions are out of the window. Now he has the opportunity to do it. He plays this, Big Papa. Gets his spell mana back because of that. Still his turn, which is not really ideal for him. And yeah, I'm gonna.
Will you chisel me a friend? Someone who won't break?
Yeah.
And you'll have 2.
Galio levels now.
Magic goes in, might comes out.
And we open attack 100% here.
Storm unrelenting.
She basically has to block that, and then we get a rally, and then it's GG. Like I said, I would definitely want to run more Mark of the Storm things, because she could double target this. This deck has Hush, so there is if he could break this and then Hush this, it's perfectly fine. Hitting that makes no sense. It's not even, you would hit these. This is actually formidable.
A final breath.
The light of my star warms the heavens. What once was 2 now is 1.
I guess.
Right.
Needs a finishing touch.
Putting all the good stuff over here to the left, so he has to block with that. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. You can also get a kill here. And keep it alive. Loses all his units here. So that was actually pretty good for him to get the double. Supernova. Oh. That could have did something. Oh, we do actually draw into the Voli Bear.
Bask in her radiant blessing.
Don't need to commit anything crazy to the board. Yeah, everything is reduced by half, right? If I'm not mistaken.
That led me here.
Because I have the ability to play this. So I want him to potentially clear something. And then if he clears something, then we just drop this. He can't attack, obviously. Okay, he tapped out fully. And another thing I was thinking about in this deck, the Udyr, I mean, that was always a deck, right?
Now that's a bit better.
Udyr and what's it called? It's always been a deck, and Galio were a deck before, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so boop, boop, boop. I doubt I get another darkening thing. So
Slight adjustment.
big swing here, cause him to commit to the board. When we heal it up,
Believe or burn.
off by 1 here, but we have the Voli Bear follow up, obviously. And we also have another attack. I usually, when I hit this situation, I drop the Voli Bear afterwards. Alright, he's looking for it. Found a way to keep himself alive, which is fantastic. Like I said, I could go for lethal here, but he has so much mana. Very easy to counter. I think the Volibear follow-up is a lot better. Even if he plays a big spell here, like kill everything on the board or something nonsense like that. Oh, something died. Rip. Our Volibear follow-up will most likely, like, this doesn't have deny. I'm gonna go with the safer play. That doesn't stop his actual skill.
Each journey is a discovery.
And this is what it's like, yay! It's like, what does this man even do?
You don't mess with Demacia.
It's kind of like even the Trendemir deck that I made, and I was like, yo, this is pretty sweet, this is pretty legit. And then I'm just looking at it like, I don't know what this guy really does. It's just, unless you have like solid ramp, I just don't, because you can't, sigils, like I said before, are situational ramp. Like it's a ramp that's very quick and you get a big unit out, and then your other units after that are gonna take a while. That's why you have Rond, you know? But outside of that, it just, I don't think Volley's that good. He just doesn't. You need a god curve, and a card or a deck that needs a god curve is not that great. I have heard some inklings about this deck though. I'm assuming it's because you actually speed up the Frozen Thralls, right? You still run that. You have Volibear, and then he basically levels out of it. Now I don't know how it works, so I have to actually just experience it. It's a little bit too long of a curve. Though I like the Gentleman's Duel. I'll put this out there because I'm hoping. Oh dear Lord! All right, I'm just gonna get my cheeks clapped right now, because he's gonna. If he gets a early Frozen Thrall start, or we could rip into. No, we can keep this guy alive for a very long time when we get the chance. Maybe turn two. Turn two, maybe something. Sky Splitter is back. Okay, he has a pretty thick hand too. Well, we'll see. Oh my God. Okay, this guy's gonna come out and do the Lord's work. We have a lot of protection for him. I put these in there.
Ages pass, yet I remain.
So he is a nice free. Oh yeah, and advance it by 2. I forgot she got changed a long time ago for that. I'm assuming she doesn't synergize with the sigil stuff though. And what do you have in Bilgewater?
Plans within plans.
There it is. And watch, she's gonna freaking. I could duel her immediately to kill her, or something else. I should play it reactively. Okay. I'm assuming I can still do that. I'm not too sure of any other card that she could play here that threatens me. There it is. And it seems like a lot of people have been going with the card that removes the Formidable from me. And using it specifically on this card. I don't know why. That card's useless. Alright, we start buffing up the deck here. And these Formidable, since they have a weird thing attached to them. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Love it. Demacia for the win.
You will do as I command.
Okay, I actually thought that would fizzle that, but I guess it does not.
A piece of ourselves.
Return 6 in. And oh, nice. We have another form up if I need it. I thought maybe he was doing the play because if he had the other card. If he had the other card, I would obviously kill it. Just in case he has another play. We're not going to spend any more mana in case I need to do this. Alright. We got them spells. We had them from the beginning of the game, so it is what it is. Doesn't have bird and ice mana, but we do have enough mana to drop this.
Kiss me, friend. Someone who won't break.
Give me a day and you'll have two.
So he goes for the, okay, he's going. I don't understand this deck. I mean, the ice spam, I guess. So you went into Deluge just for that. Seems a little weird to me.
Need the finishing
He's gonna
touch.
attack with everything here. I could have obviously preemptively killed that, but like dealing 12 damage like is insane.
Secrets hidden by frost.
That's number 2. I'll just take you out. That's the second Lissandra. And we still have our third Gentleman's Duel. You know what? Was there a possibility that I could have leveled there? I feel like there's a possibility I could have just leveled.
I will bury the world in ice.
That's actually funny. She would have to accelerate it in some way, and I don't think she can. Yeah, there we go. I mean, that does more damage. Gonna do 2 sweeping. No, 4 damage this actually does. What are we at? No, that's not enough. So we had 3 Gentleman's Duels. Suck to suck. She didn't get anything to accelerate her actual game plan there. And that's what she needs. The next card that would have come out, my deck would have been crazy. I'm just... Strike spells, ladies and gentlemen. Your engines aren't safe.
That was fun. So who's next?
I would even assume that the dragon decks, like any like killing the back row kind of stuff, because that's the thing, is that a lot of people right now are relaxing. They're updrafting, they're drawing, and they're having a good time. If I just kill your engines, you're not being able to do anything. Like the other card that duplicates the elemental skills, like, yeah, no, you're not doing that. You just stop this. I'm gonna sit back in the crib all day. I'm just gonna kill your units. That's what's gonna happen. And Galio is just phenomenal. This is the best Galio's ever been. And then if you do get leveled volley, which doesn't happen because it's an urban myth, yeah, you can have overwhelm on your units as well, plus the attacky thingy. Just doesn't happen. He needs a cost reduction. Oh, actually, this is the smart part. What do you guys think? This will be like a question to you guys. What do you think volley needs? I think he needs a level reduction. Maybe like the sigils is cool, but maybe something else. Or maybe his level up is once he hits the field, not round N. Round N is just vicious to me, in my personal opinion. LeBlanc Ashe can't mess with this deck. Formidables, stock's going up, bro. You can't freeze me. You need like a different thing. Now, I think that I am vulnerable to some other things, like if they have like a kill or deal damage if it already has 0 attack. I'm vulnerable to that, but I don't think this deck specifically runs that. Oh, Volley said, "Yo, bro, I don't need no bust, bro. I'm perfect." Yeah, right. The most is like turn 8, at least in this deck. I could be running the other units, right? I could run more of the units, but I don't want to run more of the sigil units. Running the sigil units doesn't do anything for me. Okay, Vault, relax, okay? It was just a suggestion, my guy. You need to calm down, all right? Don't be irrational here. All right. Oh boy, what a beautiful curve.
Come a long way from a flying stone bird.
I would love to see the mage team. We saw every cool part of the decks. I highly doubt he blocks that. And look, Gentleman's would knock this guy out. Especially if he had a play to buff it or do some slow stuff. I really like the Gentleman's Duel. Like, it's amazing. There it is. Puts that on that. I mean, that makes sense. We can actually play this and the form up if we need it. Ooh, I could be even more greedy. Give everything +2 as I play it.
I hate having to put my face on.
Not much mana to be able to respond here.
Now that's a bit better.
There's a lot of greed into that other play. I don't really need to do it.
Look what I found. Come on, boys.
Because this kills this now. Do I suspect he has a ping? Let's test it. You have a one mana ping somewhere with that? Not in those regions, not that I'm aware of. It should be a full-on sweep here. Then I can actually still play another Ballin, right? I can still play another Ballin and then use this. It should survive this attack. And then pull whatever he has, let this thing die, and we should be fine. I can only think of stuff that reduce the attack, like a Troll Chant, not Troll Chant, like something like that. There it is. Which I did think about running in this deck too. He decides to preserve this over the LeBlanc. Oh, she doesn't die anyway. Because of quick attack. I did forget about that. That is 100% my fault. Ooh. God, that card could really mess him up bad. I don't even have spells in my hand right now.
Every work demands a piece of ourselves. A little reinforcement at the scene.
I'm gonna go with this. Like, hopefully to mess up like a cheesy play that he made a had going on there. Five mana. He has plays. I played this deck. LeBlanc Ash is like one of my first decks alongside Sejuani Teemo. He has answers. He's just thinking about whether or not I should use them or not. You absolutely have to pull LeBlanc to the right. So he decided to add into this deck, like, because Troll Chant used to be a staple in this deck. I don't really need to attack with this guy at all. But he buffs like all the other cards in the deck, so.
You ain't hurt, you will be.
Does he have another thing to save her? So he had the strike. He was trying to see if there was anything else. So LeBlanc's leveling here, which sucks. But interesting. I'm actually because it says it's a 3, but does it matter after the other reduction stuff? I'm kind of curious. Do I lose to LeBlanc? Does LeBlanc take me off my win streak? She could just make another Legionnaire. Kind of risky though, based on the fact that I am Freljord. You would have to be able to prevent it. I mean, Avalanche. I'm not running an Avalanche, but an Avalanche would be pretty devastating against him right now, right? So they're gonna go up to 3. I want to see my draw options. Sky Splitter is really good to see. I might even trade both of these, honestly.
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
Got the curve, got all the champions. My champion doesn't want to do anything.
Need repairs? Got to model for me?
Oh my god. That kills that. think that's the best block. I mean, 1 less damage here. 11 versus 12. We get some damage on you. I like that. He still gets another mirror image though. Can we survive long enough for VOLI to come the frick out? Oh no, we get okay. But see what this sucks. Since I don't have many sigils in this version of the deck, if I play this, then I can't play him next turn. So yeah, it's turn 7. I think we go here and we just relax for a second. Damn. This is actually vicious, right? He can actually use a mirror image on this to draw again. His hand is kind of stuffed though. I could threaten the this. Would he trade LeBlanc though? He hasn't done much freezing. He's only done it once. This is not lethal. I'm curious if he'll trade LeBlanc or just trade the 5/4. His hand is full. He should. Okay. He doesn't want to do anything. All right. So luckily, okay. Luckily, next turn I'm still fine. This does get whatever. I don't care. We have VOLI. This is the time VOLI's supposed to shine. If he can take out these 3 specifically, I'm good. VOLI, it is legitimately your time to shine. What the hell, VOLI? We block as much as we need to. Nope. Galio wouldn't have made much of the difference either. What the hell, man? I needed to hit like the. I think it's crazy. One more of these, I would have been fine. I actually would have been fine. But he decided to hit the Marauders because he wanted a challenge or something. I don't know. Damn it, VOLI. Really, guy? What the hell? Let's put this in further perspective before I end this video. Put it into further perspective. If this was Udyr, like I had said it was, right? I would have had Udyr much on an earlier turn when I didn't have much to play. And I would have had Spirits Unleashed also in my hand, right? Spirits Unleashed would have gave my units a overall buff, and I would have probably been able to deal with the field a little bit better. Also, I would have used Galio on turn on the other turn as well. I think Volibear is here because he's a new card. I really think that. Even maybe even would be pretty spicy because a lot of times they're blocking into your formidables and they can't hang. Garen could be a thing, maybe bringing Garen back just because of would Garen have been impactful there? I think you need to run more strike spells for Garen, if I'm being honest. Like, almost every other card kind of like does way better in this slot than Volibear does. He comes out way too late, unless maybe I need to run more of that in there, because then Galio might be able to come out turn 6, turn 4, you know, on some really crazy high roll. If you get 2 of these, you play on turn 2. You don't play it in turn 2, then on turn 3 you play another one, and on that you have Galio, but he's by himself and there's no allies to buff. So like I don't see that doesn't even make sense to me either. So as far as I'm concerned, I think you could probably put literally not any other card. Like I don't think Ornn fits in that spot either, but I think Udyr, Jarvan, or Garen might be a little bit better. Even Shyvana like I said, you have cards that are willing to strike. And what's cool about her strafing strike as well is that you could actually use it on anything, but if it's a dragon, it would heal. So I do think that would even been better. Like so much. Nar's actually pretty interesting because I think you can use that to poke Galio on your opponent's turn with the poking sticks. Then you have his form of draw in the deck as well. So many options. But let me know what you guys think. How have you been fighting? I didn't find this deck anywhere. I just kind of built it after seeing it used against me a bunch of times. Are there cards that other people are using that I'm not using? Is that a thing? Are people actually running more freezes? I thought it was better to just do like combat tricks than like freezes. They're basically the same thing, but even this here to help is +3 for the turn. I thought about it because it's a cheap +3. Same thing with Sky Splitter, and instead of running, actually I would think that it's better than the form up for me, right? So I think this is a reasonable switch, right? Yeah, actually I'm gonna do that switch right now. That works better with my formidable units, but it also I don't have that many other units that I would be attacking with that need that +2 attack. That just works better. I can push more damage also. It's more lethal with it. So I'll do that one switch. That's the only switch that I'm doing. Anything else, Even I thought about the Sony Suppressor too. But that's it. I'm done. Peace. Bye.